Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from Oak Creek, where we spent about an hour. And by an hour, I mean maybe even less than an hour. Right now, we're across from the Page Springs Fish Hatchery. And if you want to draw yourself like a little diamond, we're between Sedona, Camp Verde, Cottonwood, and Lake Montezuma. Many of you probably don't even know those places, and there's a reason for that. They're kind of small little towns, but we had an objective today, and it was to go to the Page Springs Fish Hatchery and talk to the guys at the hatchery and learn a little bit about the area. We wanted to know where we should fish, where we shouldn't fish, where you could use bait, where you couldn't use bait. So we walked in there this afternoon, had a couple of conversations with them. They gave us a couple of tips, and they said, why do you want to drive 50 miles from here? You know, we stock the creek right behind the hatchery. So we said, okay, we'll go check it out. All you gotta do is drive up the road. You can't access it from the hatchery itself. You gotta drive up the road, park at the bridge, walk downstream, and there's some beautiful holes here. You'll see there's also some small flats that are real shallow, don't really carry a lot of trout. However, you find that little outtake. By outtake, I mean you'll see a pipe with a lot of water coming out of it, fish in that general area. Up right there, in the hole below it, and you'll have a great opportunity to catch a lot of trout. Welcome to Arizona, Big Mike. First cast. Got it.
Got it. I just hope you don't lose the float, because that's the only one I got. No, now I'm going to have to walk up the rim.
All to get his bobber. First cast in Arizona with fire bait?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Fish on. It better be a trout. It's a trout.
It's a trout, yeah.
Not the easiest place to catch a fish. Silver trout.
Oh, thank you.
Got him. Oh, he's a silver trout.
Good one.
First cast after going swimming.
Bunker loosen work.
Maybe right up in the grass.
What's your color?
Kind of like the same as his brother? No?
I don't know if you see me put this on the last cast, but first cast I caught one. And it really stinks. All you do is you take a little bit of this, put it on the back side of that spoon, and let it do its magic.
Fish on. Maybe that one has your dad's lure in it.
It might be.
No, he's like the twin. Yeah, he's like the twin of the last one we got. All right, you're gonna see what Mike's been using today. This is peach garlic fire bait, and Mike does things a little bit different than the average angler, okay? Mike, why is your sinker that close to your egg hook?
I got it down there to get that fire bait straight down, and we're jigging it across the bottom, giving it that a little bit of a reaction bait, as I call it. You know, it's like running spinners, running jigs. We're just adding a little bit more scent, a little different colors, and like I said, it's getting that fire bait down because fire bait floats. And like I said, we're just jigging it. I take a pretty good little chunk out of there, and I cover my weight up. I always put that hook down towards the bottom because that's the first thing that fish grabs, is usually the back of the bait as you're jigging it. So I just roll it up into a worm and plop it out in that hole and slow reel it and jig it back across the, usually you keep it, depending how deep this hole is, like this hole's not that deep, we're running maybe 2 foot, so I'm running about a foot down and just jigging it through the water, and they be coming up and annihilating it.
Remember this peach garlic fire bait, there's a key word there. It's called garlic. And the trout absolutely love garlic, which is why Mike is using this today. Not only is he getting a reaction strike, he's also got the glitter in there, and he's got the strong peach flavor, which is, or the garlic flavor, sorry, which is getting him to commit. All right, so you've seen us catch several fish out of this hole right here. What's going on here is we have what's a shallow flat. Goes up about 100 yards way up there. And then, oh, Big Mike just missed one. But we have a shallow flat right here. And it's, by shallow, I mean like a foot, unless you get all the way over here, right in front of where that white frothy water is, and you can see the current line. So if you don't get your bait right on the edge of that frothy white water back there, you're not going to get bit. It's super shallow. The fish are not staging in those areas. So we're trying to get us right in that zone. And every time we do, you see a bobber go down almost instantly. Big Mike, show me your jar real quick. What are you using? He's got gold label salmon eggs. And you guys saw Big Mike earlier. He got a good one on his Panther Martin. And the Panther Martin confiscated the spinner. So Big Mike has switched over to eggs. And I believe he's catching as many now, if not more, as he did with the spinner. But we're gonna see Big Mike in action. He's gonna show you exactly where you need to cast. All right, so you saw Big Mike make that cast. This bobber is right on the edge of that current seam where the water is coming out. And normally when it gets to about right there, he gets a bite. The only thing that may be going against us is they have already caught a lot of fish out of this hole, and we're not sure how many are there. But you know what? There was one more.
Oh, he popped off.
Got him. There is fish up there still.
There's some fish still. Maybe way back there too.
Almost underneath that tree.
Yeah, way back there. You got the twin of the last one. Well, that one looks different than the last one. Might want to put it in the, get him in the net there.
And we got
Double.
So, I bet you it's a twin.
You better be careful till I see this get in the net. They've been sprinkling themselves off right at the end there.
Watch yourself, boy. You might be a little bigger.
All right, so you just saw us get a double. Let's take a look at these fish. You know, what's awesome is they both have different color patterns on them. You know, both are clearly rainbow trout. There's the first one. And there's the second one. A little of a different hue to it. Look at the fin right there. A little bit of a
Greenish tint.
yeah, greenish tint to it. A little pink to it. Beautiful fish. Hey, get these guys going back home. All right, we're gonna send these guys back home. That's your cue, buddy. See you later. And then there's this beautiful one right here. He's ready too. All right, so many of you guys are gonna wonder where exactly we are, okay? Take a look at this. See the dot? You gotta go to Page Springs Road. Park at Page Springs Road, and then just walk down. You can walk alongside the creek, and directly across from us is the Page Springs Fish Hatchery. You're obviously not allowed to fish in the hatchery, although some people probably still try to do so. And we believe you're not allowed to fish on that side of the creek, at least right over here. All right, probably because it's right next to the hatchery and they're afraid people are gonna cast over that fence right there. However, this side is fair game. It is stocked frequently, and people seem to love coming over here because there's easy access. It's pretty user friendly. Now we are, so that North Page Springs Road you just saw on Google Maps is up this way, about maybe 200 yards or so, maybe a little bit less. But that's the key. You just walk down the bank, come over here, find a little bit deeper water that supports trout, and you can catch fish on just about every cast, just like we did. One thing about Arizona, they're not stocking whoppers in here. These fish are all 9 to 10-inch fish. As long as you're okay with that, you come down here with super light line, like 2 or 4 pound test. Come down here with a size 10, 12, 14 single salmon egg hook and do what we did today. Use gold label salmon eggs or roll your fire bait up, that's peach garlic fire bait, into a little worm, jig it across the water column, and you'll catch a lot of fish. Now you saw Big Mike, he loves fishing spinners. He snuck a Panther Martin in front of us today. And I turned around, he put some Atlas Mike's shrimp scent on there. Fish first cast, fish second cast, third cast, the fish stole his lure, and that's when he switched over to eggs. So it's a really easy place to go, a real user-friendly place to go. It's a place where you can catch the same trout they stock in other sections of Oak Creek where there's less crowds. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.